Wow, that's going to be a tough act to follow, folks. I don't have that many jokes. Before I get to my speech, I want to take a moment to congratulate Kristina, not on her marriage, no, on the fact that she successfully planned a wedding. She had guests, she had a ceremony, she had food. It might have gotten a little chaotic there at the end, but you did it. I also have to apologize. So many of us have given you grief for choosing this random town for your wedding, but the church and the reception hall and this whole town is so charming and cute, so I'm sorry. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Katie, the oldest sister, but not by much. Kristina and I are only a week away from being Irish twins. And if you know us well enough, that made for some very interesting teen years. Our fun toddlerhood together quickly turned into epic battles as we grew up. There were shoes thrown, insults hurled, front seat brawls on the way to school while I was driving. There was fighting over clothes and sports bras and whose friend is really whose. But we both somehow ended up making it out alive. I think we could thank going to summer colleges for that. We could finally spread our wings on our own turf. And you'd think now as adults we would have it all figured out, but who knows? She still bothers me, and I offend her, and we still get in fights and put poor Natty in the middle. Sorry. But despite all of our ups and downs we have gone through in life, I will always be there for you. And in the good, and especially the bad, and I know that if I ever need her, she'd be there for me too. I'm so lucky that I get to be her own personal Google search, her fashion advisor, her cat question encyclopedia, and a lot of times a pain in her math. To give her a bear hugs, flash her killer smiles, and one of the most grateful guys you'll ever meet. Someone you can always call on when you need help, and a dang hard worker. One of my favorite things about Matt is how much he loves family and how much I can tell being a part of ours means to him. On Christmas, when we sit in a circle and open gifts, Matt might be the most excited, and not to open presents like me, but to be surrounded by all the love and happiness he surely feels in the room. He is giddy for the reasons that matter. I'm so glad you guys have found each other, and I'm so glad my sister has found happiness and the promise of a family that she's always dreamed of. I'm so happy for Matt to be creating a solid and secure family of his own, just like his brother and his sister have. Here's to the newlyweds. I love you guys, and we're so happy to welcome you to our family, Matt. I can't wait to see where life takes you. Wasn't that nice? I really was amazed.
there's anything that I want to say is I wish nothing but the best for both of you, and love you too. And thank you so much for having me be a part of your wedding. And love you guys.
Check. Check, check.
I don't know how well this works. Anyways, so my name's Tristan, and you don't know me, but I've known Matt for many years. And I was actually there with him when he said he was moving to Minnesota. I was like, why in the world would you want to do that? And he tells me it's for this girl, Kristina. I was like, okay. So, the night before, we're all packed up. We got them all packed up in the back of the trailer, back of the truck. And he says, let's go out to Erie. Those of you who don't know, Erie, it's a place where everybody gets to know their name. But, so we go out there, we stay till they tell us we have to leave. And go back to the cabin, sleep for maybe 2 hours. Matt wakes me up. We gotta go, buddy. We have to go. Slept the trailer around. We get 20 miles down the road. All of a sudden, my truck's dinging at me. Brand new truck, just got it. My truck's dinging at me. You need gas. We're not out of fumes. Like we're running out of fumes at this point. I'm like, well, I hope this girl's worth it. Horrible. Clearly is. So, I can't say enough. I've been there since the very beginning of Matt and Kristina's relationship. And I've seen the good times, I've seen the bad times. And I can't tell you how happy I am for these two to find each other. And to be as happy as they are. I've never seen Matt happier. And I really think for what Kristina has done to Matt. You've shaved up, you've cleaned up a little bit. You want to go a bit cleaner, a little bit. Not quite as ugly as I remember. But yes, here's to the happy couple.
Can I do one? Is it okay if we do one more speech and then we can go on to drinking and dancing and partying? Yeah! Woo! Alright, I just really felt bad because Kristina's side, they had all these cool speeches and they were talking about how great Kristina was, and I was like, oh man, we need more for Matt. So, you know, and Maddie did a great job of telling stories and everything. So I just feel like, you know, we need to do a little bit of a story too, like Tristan did. Alright, we're setting the scene. It's a cold October night. I just got done working at the Neilsville Country Club. I was a busboy. So washing dishes, everything. I just worked a long shift, and I'm walking to my car, and I'm just about to get to my car, and all of a sudden this truck pulls up, and I'm going to try and mute out the words, but the door opens up, and it's this large, burly ginger and his buddy, Zach Fremont, and they say, "Get in the blanking truck." And I was like, crap, what do I do? So I got in the truck, and no, we went for a little drive. I maybe had one beer, and we had a really great time together. And next thing you know, Matt has texted me a few weeks later, and he goes, "Hey, you should come over to my grandma's house." Where I go, and I was like, "I don't know, like, what are we gonna do?" He's like, "Oh, we're just gonna hang out or whatever." So I asked Mom and Dad, and said, "Hey, do you think it'd be okay if I went over to Matt Rocky's house and just like hung out and played video games?" Reluctantly, eventually they said, reluctantly they said yes. That was the first night I got drunk. And if you ask nicely, I think Matt still has the video. That's the first night I puked over a bridge. And it's been a friendship ever since. So there's been a lot of nights that we do remember, a lot of nights that we don't remember. Flash forward, I'm in college, so I'm at UW Eau Claire at this time. Matt's hanging out, he's partying in Eau Claire with us, and this was when I was driving my Saturn. I get a text from Matt one morning. It was winter time. He says, "Hey, I need you to come pick me up." I said, "Where?" He texts me the address. It's over by that church, isn't it? So anyways, I drive up to this house. Here comes Matt. You know, he's just all smiling and whatever. And then there's this shorter, very tan girl. She walks out of the house and she's waving, "Hey!" That was the first time I met Kristina. And I was like, "Matt, who's that?" He was like, "Oh, just something, don't worry about it." All right, fast forward to now. Obviously, we're all here celebrating their wedding day, and I'm just really thankful that those two, stuck it out together, and I'm really glad that, I've made such a close friend with Matt, and now, Kristina, she's a huge part of my life as well. So, cheers to the new couple. Amen.
Kristina, you are also beautiful. Not a gentle giant, but an absolutely beautiful soul, and you two make the most beautiful couple, and I couldn't be more honored and more proud to call you both my family. Thank you.
Alright, it wouldn't be right if I didn't talk. I have truly never heard so many beautiful speeches at a wedding ever. So thank you, everyone. Everyone. Wow, okay. So the last time Matt and I were at the venue doing like the last minute details, it was like the table arrangements, everyone was like, "Good luck with the table arrangements." And I'm like, okay, yeah, I already did everything. Like, I'm not worried about it. And then I was like, oh, it is kind of like a lot of work. But then as Matt and I were like going over it, and we're like, honestly, we care about everyone here so much. I'm like, I don't even care what anyone says. Like, everyone that we're inviting means so much to us that I don't care, like, who's in the front, who's in the back. We literally love every single person that's coming. So truly, like, everyone, thank you so much for coming to celebrate Matt and I. Yeah, it's just a really exciting day, and we just really appreciate everyone being here. And yeah, so when we were like engaged, my fiance, we were driving home from somewhere, and I was like, Matt, you know, we have to do a speech. And I was like, I like kind of have an idea of what I'm gonna say, and he's like, okay, well, mine's gonna be so much better than yours. So if we have, should we do another one? You got lucky.
No, I want to hear it.
All right, but cheers. Thank you very much for coming. All right, time for the dance floor. Everyone's like literally not wanting to sit anymore. Oh.
Is that everybody? We're good. All right, so Tommy, cousin Tommy, where you at? He's going to sit up right over here. He's got a special song that he's going to do, so give us just a moment or two for him to get ready.